on male loneliness and how the right has been decades ahead, and why men will not just not be returning to the to marriage, but that it's going to become much more difficult from this point on for marriage to occur and for people to actively be a part of forming families. And here's why. There is a recent poll that came out that showed over about the last generation, 2 generations, women have become increasingly liberal. Liberalism and liberal behavior, such things, these correlate heavily with mental illness. Highly with mental illness. The more liberal you are, the more likely you are mentally ill. Period. Especially if you are like sort of crazy liberal, like you're always angry at the conservatives for doing stuff. Very likely you actually suffer from psychopathy. Now, because those of us who are conservative, see, this is an absolute. It's not. This isn't guesswork. This is the real forefront of science. So there's a lot of men that, in exploring their history, they've decided they're not going to have children because they've actually figured out that there's a wide variety of things that might turn out badly. Let me just put it that way. They might have had mental illness in their family relatively recently, alcoholism, congenital problems that will come up every so many generations, polygenic issues such as autism, things like that. That might also be one of the things that that autism runs in the family, so that they're also like, no, I have to be extremely careful in breeding because my autism genes will seek out an autist. This is not a lie. This is actually something very real. Now, the crazy girlfriend, bad girlfriend thing, all this, no. What it is that over the last 100 some years, fewer and fewer people die in childbirth or early in life. So whether they're crazy or not, whether they got problems being maladaptive problems that are mutations, subtle mutations of the brain, they respond to people wrong, they have over anxiety issues, they just all kinds of things. What keeps them out of the dating pool, what keeps them from breeding is really that actually. So religious people are more stable, conservative people more mentally stable, women who don't who basically listen to their parents and are rational and high functioning. They are just simply more rational and more high functioning. They are more sane. If you have issues of being fascinated with suicide, fascinated with horror movies, fascinated with gore, fascination with the abject. You see this a lot nowadays, fascination with the abject. That's insanity. You're a little insane. And that's why no one's going to have kids with you. Because they're detecting this now. This can be detected now. There's people who really know that this is what's really going on. And it doesn't matter that a bunch of people are going to disagree. No one's going to fucking produce another one of you. Because you got problems. So that's how that's going to go. I just wanted to put this out there so that a lot of women start to understand this. That liberal women really do have to start getting this idea of, no, one of the things that humanity has had a problem of is if you're a beautiful female nut job, people will still have kids with you. Very important thing to understand. Even Elon Musk fell for Amber Heard. Heaven forbid he had a kid with her, right? who knows what that would have resulted in. And so this is just so important for liberal women and liberals in general, because I was watching a reaction to the Amazing Lucas, and I didn't realize kind of how wild and crazy his mind has gotten toward other people. But he's one of those people like him. Another one was the vegan gains was one of these people. It's obvious, the guy's a psychopath. Vegan gains would do things all the time that showed he obviously was plagued with psychopathy, high testosterone. Even with the diet he had, he still kept that musculature on. And and it's like, yeah, because he has naturally extremely high testosterone, like a savage maniac. That's vegetarians. Almost all movements that are nutty as hell. Vegetarianism is a key part of them. You find people who are way into a cult. The likelihood that cult is all sorts of fucking is into vegetarianism, has some elaborate reason for it, stuff like that. You saw this with the liberals when they embraced Vedanta. The white liberals, and especially white liberal women, really embraced this. Yankee liberal hoes. But a lot of people, you should get it now, get it straight in your mind. This is not conjecture. This is the real end of science. This is what the powerful know. The truly powerful do know all of this, and they discuss this, and you could find it on YouTube. All you've got to do is look up genomics, and you'll find that there's worldwide meetings on this. A lot of these people are WEF people. They've taken the Human Genome Project, and they've taken massive surveys and studies, from psychology and psychiatry, and they've merged it all, and they've merged then what people do online with all of this. And so it's those of you who keep wanting this to be some kind of kooky right-wing kooky thing, that they're so kooky with their kooky right-wing dumbness. They know science. They think white men in dresses shouldn't be in charge. That's not science. And so this is how this is going to go down. A lot of people don't get white men in dresses. It's totally bonked out, totally gonko. So many of them are so gonked out, so gonkers for donkers for donuts. And it's just, and there's just no there, and it really is this thing of there's not really debating this. You guys just don't know. You guys have gone way out of your way to not know about this stuff, and we fundamentally try to warn a lot of you. You have no idea what Gil Bates is up to, and you don't want to. All that talk about genetics, inheritance, intelligence, all of that. Now, one of the things is, no, it's social constructions, it's, epigenetics. And, even geneticists look at epigenetics as like, well, it's a nice theory. They literally look at it that way. It's kind of a nice theory. Doesn't really matter, because unfortunately there's no scale really for epigenetics. There's not a really good scale for epigenetics. So, but you can have a scale when you're like, oh no, we found the alleles. we found the genetic code for this, and so this is now one of these things. Now, the thing is, epigenetics does have something to do with expression of genes. But that's about it. That's really about it. So, a lot of women need to really worry about the fact that it's like you really should think through, like, did somebody fundamentally dodge a bullet? Did somebody dodge a bullet? Dodging having kids with you because you're a nut job. Remember, if you're into big time liberal ideas like feminism and stuff like that, you're probably a nut. You're probably a psychopathic nut job. That even when you are wrong and you know you're wrong, you will keep insisting that you are absolutely correct no matter what. That you can't, reason doesn't really have much of an effect on you, because you just don't really give a shit what what reality is. You just don't. It's about your truth. That's a really psychopathic one. My truth. Everybody has their truth. The words of a truly person with some serious psychopath genes. So, well, let's see what we got. Let's take a look. Let's see what the old man has done. Let's fold that knife. I can see what's about to happen there. Spilled milk alarm going off big time. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got. Yeah. All right. Oh, beautiful. Let's show the crowd the beauty and splendor of first palladium. Nice little bit of palladium there. There's a drop in price that was I just could not let that go by. And there we go. A little bit of platinum. Just a touch. Just in case. Just in case. It all comes apart. It all unravels. I'm gonna have to buy more ammo. That's one of those things. I keep putting that off, walking over to the store to get some more shotgun shells. Because you never know. Just in case. So don't stick your dick in crazy. Just in case.